a very basic understanding of the role the thyroid plays in the human body?
Yeah, so I'll start with the physiology first because I think that'll help people understand. So your thyroid is a very small gland, sits right here in the neck. It's like a dumbbell, I tell them. So the middle part of the dumbbell is very thin and the two sides of the dumbbell are large and round. Um, and thyroid makes two different hormones, T4 and T3. And primarily 80% of the hormone that is produced is T4 and 20% of the hormone that is produced is T3. And then it is controlled by a brain gland, which is the pituitary gland, which sits in the middle of the brain, and that makes the TSH. So what happens is the body gets a signal from the brain gland, which is the TSH. It goes down to the thyroid and tells the thyroid to make T4 and T3. Another part of physiology, which is very important to understand, is T4 and T3 both are secreted into the blood, but it's primarily T4. 80% of the thyroid hormone that comes out from the thyroid is actually T4. And that T4 gets converted to T3 in different parts of the body. So brain has its own conversion, liver has its own, muscle has its own, heart has its own. And the reason it's important is because T3 is the most active hormone, and that's what stimulates the metabolism. So it is not the T4. So even though T4 is produced by the thyroid, it's the body different parts that make the T3, which is the most active hormone. And that is what controls the TSH from the brain gland. Now, why is thyroid important? Even though it's a very small gland, we call it a metabolic queen. The reason is because it affects every single part of the body from head to toe. So if your thyroid is working out of whack, if you're making too much, you will have different kind of symptoms. And if you have a lower thyroid hormone production, you will have different kind of symptoms. And we'll get into that with the next question. But metabolically, because it controls the whole part of the body, I think it's very important.